Hello, I'm Christina with The Turned Leg. I love to salvage, repurpose, and create and help others to do the same. And today we have a very special road trip. We're going to go visit Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan, where I have my booth. Let's go check it out. Plaza Antiques is located in Lincoln Park, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, and it is Downriver's largest antique mall with over 70 dealers. I'm one of them, and I've been a dealer here for over 7 years. When you shop at Plaza Antiques, you're shopping from 70 small businesses all under one roof. Today we're going to take a tour of Plaza Antiques. There are always a lot of treasures to discover. I know I took you on a tour over a year ago, but things have changed so much. The dealers here are constantly bringing in new items, and I thought you'd want to see what was new. Check out this antique gurney. How cool is that? At the end of the first aisle, there are a bunch of display cases on either side. Different dealers rent display cases, and so each display is very unique. Did I mention there is a lot of unique items at Plaza Antiques, from vintage signs to oil cans? Each booth really has its own style, and it really shows how hard each one of the dealers works on their booths. Plaza Antiques has over 25,000 square feet and 4 large rooms for you to visit. Are you enjoying this video? If so, click the like button and subscribe. Also, click the bell for notifications every time I upload a new video. It really helps me to continue to grow my channel to help others to salvage, repurpose, and create. The room at the southern end of the mall is filled with more treasures. This booth has antiques, home decor items, hand-painted furniture, and so much more. Next to it, we have more antiques. I'm not going to be able to spotlight all of the booths, or this video would be super long, but I am going to show you some of the highlights, some of the variety at Plaza Antiques. The center part of the back room houses a lot of furniture. There are antique pieces and even more modern items too. Just look at this lamp. Here's another booth. Some of you might recall that this was one of my former booths. I love to see what the new owners have done. I also love this open display case so you can grab anything out that you're interested in. And because we're located in Michigan, you will find a lot of Michigan products like this Fago crate. Let's check out a few more booths on this side. I am so in love with these vintage watering cans and buckets. This is the second booth of Gracious Seasons. She is also located across from my booth. Many of the items here she makes with the products that she sells. You can find Gracious Seasons on Facebook, and I will drop her link in the description box below. Lots of great vintage in this next booth. I love her taste in vintage linens. This booth is all items that are made from found objects. Some of them have even been turned into lights. And some have been turned into little bots. Let's check out a few more booths. This booth is filled with Native American items. We are leaving the south room and we are heading back into the main section. You will notice on your left a display case filled with Pyrex. There is also a ton of Pyrex through the mall and another whole booth dedicated just to Pyrex. Let's continue our tour. I love the corrugated metal used in this booth. Another Michigan-made product. Welcome to Ring a Bell. This booth is filled with colorful reminders of my childhood. Right next door is the Rabbit and Rooster Vintage. This booth has a lot of beer collectibles, and I love all of the vintage coffee. I get so many good ideas for great display just wandering around my own antique mall. As you go through this booth, you'll see that there's something facing you from every direction. There's always something to see. What a great way to set up a booth. There is just so much to see. There's even a booth entirely filled with vintage clothes. In fact, it looks more like a little posh boutique. And more vintage furniture. And this booth has a bunch of Pyrex all organized by color. Look at this great Werner sign. Vintage license plates are pretty popular, and Plaza Antiques has a lot of them. You can even find handmade jewelry and vinyl records. The vinyl in this booth are extremely organized. It's kind of like going to a small record shop. Through this entrance is the back room. You can find lots of jewelry in this space. We're now heading back to the front of the store, and there's still so much more to see. This booth has a lot of cool collectibles like vintage ads and baseball cards. And I loved these prints. Here is an up-close picture of one. This is the St. Clair that used to ride on the Detroit River to take passengers to Boblo Island. This booth is Lou's Antique and Collectibles, and if you'll remember, this dealer just gave me a few items that I put into my junk garden. If you want to see the whole video, you can check out the link above. Junkin' with Lou also has their own YouTube channel, and I will put a link in the description box below. This booth is always filled with beautiful jewelry and home decor items. I also love how she color codes everything in her booth. And if you like vintage signs, this is the place to come. The last room is the northern end of Plaza Antiques, and this is where my booth is located. I share this area with two other amazing dealers. One is Gracious Seasons, who also sells IOD, which stands for Iron Orchid Design Products. And next to her is another amazing dealer who also sells hand-painted furniture, home decor, antiques, and more. She is also a Dixie Belle paint retailer, so you can pretty much get everything you need for your painting projects all at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall. Here's a brief look at my space at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall. If you've never seen my space and want to see more, there are many more videos here on YouTube. I will drop the link for one of my videos of my booth tour above. I sell paint, salvage, vintage items, antiques, home decor, and more. And this brings us to the end of our tour of Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan. There is so much more to see that I could not fit in this video. I hope you will check it out. I hope you've enjoyed the virtual tour of Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall. If you are able to make a road trip to come and visit, this is definitely a destination location, and we would love to have you. Thanks so much for watching. Now get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create.